What's up, folks? It's your boy Droid here. We back with another video, another reaction. We're looking at this BM talks to him, Dr. Dez versus Fireman Greg from Pop the Balloon. So I don't think I actually watched this particular episode. I'm sure that they'll do a little intro or backstory. But I believe that these two dudes they don't like each other mainly. I think they have some differences, and then it kind of went to a head because this fireman Greg guy got the girl that Dr. Dez wanted on the show, Tamia. So it's just like he sort of Dr. Dez made it clear that he was upset about it and they want to fight each other. So let's just see what's going on with this. Turn this down.
All right, welcome back to BM Talk to them. So today we have something a little bit different. There's a lot of talk online with Dr. Dez and Fireman Greg. There's a lot happening. You're both going at it. So I wanted to bring you both here and kind of like discuss what is happening, what's going to happen, and also let's discuss how did we get here. I see, Greg. Where are you right now, Greg?
Right now, I'm in Tap Tap's Extreme Fitness Gym. A lot of people's been following the show, liking what's been going on. And then when this thing arrived, Tap Tap said he would train me for free. So I was like, hey, if it goes down, then hey, at least I got a trainer. So I'm in Tap Tap's gym. Coach, where we at right now? What part of New Jersey is this? Hasbrook Heights, New Jersey. So Coach Tap Tap is willing to train me. Also a firefighter. I got firefighter family with me, supporting me. Shout out to the firefighters that support me. So whatever happens, man, it happens. I'm just hanging out. This is where I be at all the time.
I respect it. I respect. I mean, hey, he's ready for the smoke. I respect it. It's funny. And the host is Arlette's husband. If y'all didn't know that, apparently he's a pretty big musician in Africa. Like, yeah, I don't think I've listened to his music before, but apparently he's a big artist.
Just chilling.
So let me ask you guys, you lot actually are serious about this.
I'm down like Dog Pound, Snoop Dogg. Like I don't know what Dr. Dez is on, but
Dr. Des, are you serious?
I never back down from a fight. If anyone want to challenge me on the ring, I go on and I face my challenges head on. There's a price to pay, and I'm going for a total and complete knocked out within the next within 5 minutes.
I don't know, where is he from? Is he from Nigeria? I mean, I have to imagine he's from Nigeria to have such a confidence in himself, like a unfounded confidence in himself to want to they could fight this one guy. Because the guy on the left definitely looked like he take care of himself. He's in shape. I mean, I don't know what Dr. Dez is if he works out and stuff like that, but if I'm gonna bet money, I'm probably gonna pick the guy on the left.
Okay, like let's start from the beginning, yeah, guys. How did this all start?
okay.
Let's start with Greg.
Oh, you gonna start with me? Okay.
Yeah.
So, um, I consider myself a very supportive brother. I'm big on like man, like I like brotherhood. As a firefighter, I like brotherhood. So after the show, one of the guys set up a group chat. So we're all in a group chat, respectfully, respectfully. And I just real supportive. I was supportive of Dez. I was supportive of all the brothers in the group chat. And I was just real happy. Thank you, BM. Thank you, Arlette. Thank you, Pop the Balloon. Just to be part of something that puts smiles on everybody's faces. So like I'm just happy to be like part of it. Like as I said on the catch up, I don't always watch the Pop the Balloon show. So, when I seen it and I was like, okay, listen supportive, this is something special. Um, During the actual episode, after the episode, me and Tamia linked up. But like for the 3 days that we linked up, I wasn't on the website. I wasn't on the chat line. So how it arrived to me, how it arrived to me, I was supportive of Dez and quote unquote his Dez factor for whatever it was, just because it was part of, episode 36, and he was the keynote. But when Tamia came to town, I just so happened to post a picture of me and Tamia when she came to New Jersey, and then Dez stated in the group chat that he made a comment about me and Tamia, but no hard feelings. But I have yet to see it. But he also did not tell everybody that he had an interview. Then he goes on an interview. He mentions me, how he gave me advice. I don't know what advice he gave me. He mentions Tamia, the the very queen that he popped on about her legs because she did not fit his Des factor. The very match that I put my soul, my time, my efforts into. Because when you coordinate BM, when you coordinate the right way, you must apply yourself. No,
Right, right.
so I apply myself. I'm like, yo, bro, like you talking to my match? Like, no, like no. He sent her emails. He sent her DMs. Excuse me. He sent her a DM. He circled the block. Then I see the DM message. I'm like, bro. He goes on the Des Factor reunion and screams, "Hey, Tamia, if you're ever free and you got a guy and I'm in Dallas, I'm a high valuable man." I'm like, bro, she with me. So that was the first one. Then this is, forgive me if I'm missing out parts. Then he calls me out on a reunion episode. I got firefighters DMing me, showing me like, yo, you gonna let Des take your chick? No, we're not. I'm not. I'm not gonna let Des take my. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. So all the jokes and all the catty, like I feel like if I'm talking to somebody and we're in the bro crew and we're in the crew and let's say I get a number at the club or I get the woman, I get the chick, I feel like if we in the same crew, you're supposed to leave that alone. But no, he didn't leave it alone. He tried to circle the block. So I'm like, in the group chat, we had some words. We kind of went back and forth, and I guess whatever I said must have struck a nerve, because he goes on a reunion show and speaks on me again. So now I'm like, all right, like let me show you how we do in Jersey. I think if, so. If you call me for a challenge and you're playing, and I accept your challenge, then I guess we got a friendly duel. That's where I'm at with it so far. That's where I'm at with it.
Okay, okay. Let's see his perspective. I will say this. I think that a man should never really fight over a woman, though. That's my opinion. I think it's not really worth it. If she actually rocking with you, then she ain't going anywhere. But there's always that saying: if it's never, it's just your turn. She's never yours.
Wow. Okay. Um, Dr. Des, let me ask you, are you upset with yourself that you made a mistake by popping on her? Or are you upset that Greg matched with Tamir?
None
Good
of the
question.
above. Here's what happens. When I came on BM Talks to them, you had asked me about accountability. Okay. What it means to take an accountability. I volunteered the information that I actually reached out to Tamia. And I didn't reach out to her only, I reached out to Danielle as well, some of the ladies that I felt my actions were disrespectful to, both my actions and my words. I reached out to Danielle and I reached out to Tamia, both on their DM, just to express, my true intentions about not being disrespectful to them and apologizing for actually some of the words, my choice of words, and some of the actions that I did on the show. I think what must have got Greg off was the fact that when I was on BM Talk to them and we are talking about, was there any other lady that I felt like I could have matched with on that show? And I mentioned about the military lady and I also mentioned Tamia. I did volunteer the information that Tamia was the most beautiful lady on the show. And
I don't like hearing
I
that. You should use better words, Des. I don't like hearing you saying to me it was most. I can say that because I match with her. I'm sorry, I mean to cut you off, brother. Continue. Continue. I'm sorry.
Bro,
What? What? I don't know about that one though. I don't know what that one, Fireman Greg. That's a little bit too much. I mean, for me, I mean, if someone gonna be saying like good things about my woman, I'd be like, that made me feel better. Kind of like, okay, people want it. Okay, I feel better. I don't know. I ain't gonna try to fight somebody because they said like you can fight someone over a compliment, and not even a disrespectful compliment. Like just like I feel like she's the best looking person on the show. I don't. That's a little bit too much now.
you haven't married this lady. There's no ring on her finger. I can say she was the most beautiful lady on the show. That's a fact. That the way I see it is the facts that shows the way I see her. Okay. If I mean I pop my balloon, I don't regret popping my balloon for Tamia. You know, if some situations were brought to light at the time, I might not have popped my balloon. I said that on BM talks to them. If I had known that Tamia is an African lady, there's certain exception that I would have made. You know, so I there's no hard feelings personally with Greg, but I think Greg has a lot of insecurities when it comes to dealing with Tamir. No, that's a fact. Because when I come and I compliment the fact when I complimented how BM talked to them, he took offense to that and coming at me at the chat. And I play along with some of his offenses. Like I will make fun of him on the chat and, you know, say some things that I know will rile him up. And here he is challenging me to a ring, and we'll see what happens. No hard feelings, bro. No hard feelings here.
So, Dr. Des, you do
Okay.
realize that this is a boxing match that Greg is basically talking about here, right?
I realize that I'm not a boxer. I've never boxed in my whole life. I'm from a country where one of the highest fighter, the strongest fighter in the whole world is from my country, Cameroon. His name is Francis Ngannou. If Greg
Cameroon, not
makes me
Nigeria.
upset and I pick up my phone, I call Francis, I say, Francis, I just need 1 week of your training. What I'll do to Greg, nobody will recognize him within 5 minutes.
Wow. Okay. All right. This is a lot to take, guys. So how I see it is like basically, Dr. Des, you basically you came back to Tamir in a way, right? And obviously, the way that you went about it, Greg thinks that it was disrespectful.
Yes.
In a way, I do understand what Greg is saying. He matched with her. You decided to pop your balloon on her, and then you also gave her all these extra death factor stuff that you was talking about. You basically counted her out, right? And for you
Right.
to come back now and start making comments, and I actually want to play some of these comments that was made on all these other shows of us. So let's take a look.
I put my balloon one because of the age, second because of the legs.
The legs. What's wrong with her legs?
There's nothing wrong with your legs. I do pay attention to the full package,
Yeah.
and I'm very specific when
Yeah.
it comes to physical attraction. So that really didn't fall into my area of interest. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't like thicker women? You like slimmer women?
I love women that are fit. Um, there's certain specifications I'm
Okay.
looking for. The thickness has to be at a specific location. So that's what I'm looking for.
Tamir, the lady with the green dress. Here's the honest truth about Tamir. I know I mentioned something about her legs and the age or something like that. Tamir is a beautiful lady. Tamir, if that show was structured in a way that the people say their name and where they are from originally before we even, I would have made exceptions for Tamir. I would have compromised a lot. Let me not say a lot. I would have.
Oh, I shouldn't have cut him off. But I feel like I've just been watching them talk. I didn't really said that much, but I mean, that's the one thing I don't like about this one guy is he's too like high value this. Like he's trying to be African Kevin Samuels or something. I don't know. But that's the thing with a lot of people. Like they're very surface level people. You know, it's like men, women, that's very surface level. So you'll see a person, you'd be like, yeah, she's all right. I could do better. And then now what happened? He pops the balloon. Now that you know more about her, you're like, oh, maybe if I had the opportunity again, I would keep my balloon. And that's just what happens all the time. You just eliminate someone just off of the surface level. You don't get to know them, and you find out that may have been the person that was for you. You know, that's how people wait. Like, they miss out on their blessing because they looking for something and they're not being driven, guided by God. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't have that spirit to be, guided. So they end up making poor decisions like that, and then they wondering why they're missing their blessing.
I've made an exception with Tamia because Tamia is exactly her energy, her aura captivate me even till today. I talked to Hamach, the firefighter guy. I said, man, Tamia, treat that lady right, okay? Because she's actually a very good lady. She's actually very sweet. I can tell. I have a certain level of instincts. I can tell. I wouldn't have fought for Tamia. I would have made an exception for Tamia, and I would have loved to get to know Tamia more. After the show, I think I also sent her a message and said, hey, Tamia, I'm so sorry about the comment I made about your legs. It's just there are certain things that I'm looking for, like I explained, but she's very fun, and she was okay with it, you know?
Wait. Instincts, bro? Instincts? What? I didn't see those instincts here. I didn't see those instincts, and yeah, I don't know. He has all these extra things to say now, but he was trying to go viral or something on the show, and then trying to switch up.
And for Tamia was the most beautiful lady on that show. Let me be honest with you. If I want to say that, who Tamia was the most beautiful when it comes to my level of abstraction later on that show in terms of her presence. She's the kind of person I feel like her energy, nothing else will matter but her energy. The way she speaks, her dental, her hygiene. Man, anyways, that's it.
BM, I want to.
And that's another thing too, because you might sit there and be like, she's alright, like, and you reject her off of the surface, and a bunch of the people that you encounter later on, you're like, oh, they're not up to that level of the first person. I shouldn't have popped off of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how it is. A lot of times, men and women, you see a lot of women, they'll like they'll be with a guy and they're like, oh, I could do better. He's alright, he's boring, this and that. And then they try to find that, like a better person and never find them. Is what it is.
A shout out to episode 36, folks. I know that there's one person in mind that I've been going back and forth with on my episode. His name is Greg, the fireman. He matched with the lady that I actually liked. Her name is Tamia. On that episode, I know Greg and I have been going back and forth, okay? And Greg actually proposed that I should get in the ring with him for a fight. And whoever win that fight, it's crazy. But I told him that I am not opposed to that. Greg, if you're watching this show right now, I'll tell you this. Your proposal is accepted. If you want to get on a ring, I'll get in the ring and I'll beat you. I'll beat you up. And,
What? We need.
I'll beat him up. Seriously, I can beat him up. Okay.
BM's like, are you sure, bro?
If you want firefighter Greg to bring the walls of Jericho down on you, you got it. You want to fight? I'm with it. I want you to put a 2-week salary up. The loser has to donate 2 weeks salary, and if you're a doctor, that should be more than mine, to the charity of my choice, because you will lose. Whoever loses donates 2 weeks salary to the charity of the winner's choice.
So now we're in a position where you two are actually, you lot want to speak as men and you want to act as men, right? So
Yes, sir.
you both called me. You want a boxing match. You want me to set it up?
Now with me, like it's not just about like if me and Des didn't have like a circle, like I felt and maybe it's my fault. Maybe I look too deep into the camaraderie of the show and just being part of something. And I've been a victim of that before, where I lean too much into people. But I believe that I thought Des was a cool dude. Like, okay, you didn't match with nobody, so I felt kind of bad for you. I'm like, let me talk to my little brother, and hopefully I can gain him and give him some advice on how to get him a woman and get
Whoa, whoa,
himself
whoa,
together.
whoa, 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 bro. Hold up now. Hold up now. Y'all was on the same show. You talking about giving him advice, bro? Hold up. You ain't locked down nothing yet. You ain't married. Like what are we talking about? What are you talking about giving him advice on how to get a woman? What? No, you were both in the same position. I mean, you were a little bit further ahead, but you just you just one move swing away from being in the same position as Dr. Dez. Hold on, Fireman Greg.
Because you never gave me any advice, bro. You said you gave me advice, but you didn't give me any advice. So
The,
if I
the
didn't
thing I
have
said
what
was
I
this.
felt,
Yeah, go on, Des.
The
I'm
thing I
listening.
told Fireman Greg was this. I want you to treat this lady right. I want you to take care of this woman. And that's what I told you, BM, when I came on the show.
Yeah.
BM, you made a statement that you agree with Greg that the way I went about it wasn't right. I didn't ask for Tamia's number. I didn't ask for her contact. I'm not talking romantically with her. I'm not engaging with
Stop,
her on
bro.
the personal level.
You circled the
I
block on
sent,
the
and I can
DM,
make
bro.
my
You
messages,
DM'd her.
bro.
I
I
seen
can
the
make my
DM,
messages
bro.
public. I can make my messages public. I can show you the message that I sent to her here. It was an
I
apology that
seen it,
she acknowledged.
bro.
It's
Let
an
me and
apology
shout
that
out to
she
Tamia.
acknowledged.
Shout out to Tamia. Shout out to Tamia, the real Rambo, because she told me when you DM'd her. She let me know off the rip. True queen.
I can
She
show
and
you
she told me
what the message
everybody else.
says.
You don't gotta show me. She showed me.
Yeah.
I knew you did
So
it
if you're
right
coming
after you
here
did
and
it,
saying
and I was
that, if
still
you're coming
cool with
here and
you, and
saying
I was
that,
still cool.
Greg, if you're coming here and saying that I DM my message as inappropriate, then I'd like to make the message public. Because the message to her was the fact that I made some comments while on the show that it's disrespectful. I understand that, and I've already talked about that with BM talks to them, and I take ownership of those statements. It's the same. I mean, whoever Daniel matched with, the person can come back and say, "Why did I DM Daniel to extend my apologies?" So would that be disrespectful too? No. I know what I did on the show wasn't reflective of what a high value person is, and I took
It wasn't.
ownership of that and made amends for my action by reaching out to those individuals who I felt were disrespected and apologize to them personally. You're not married to her. I'm not going to come through you to apologize to Tamia. Neither am I going to go through Reddy to apologize to Danielle. So it's not
I
something
I
that I feel bad
and,
about or regret it. If you had
and
put a
see,
ring on her finger, I will respect you as a real man. And if I need to talk to her, I'm going to come through you. That's how Africans roll.
okay, let me tell you how Haitians roll.
Uh, respect. I respect. True. I mean, it's true. I mean, he ain't married yet. I mean, it's I don't see why. I mean, but I think, but at the same time too, you could make the argument that okay, that man to man just be like, yo, I just did this and that. I can see it, but I think he's doing a little bit too much. You know what I mean? Like, I think he's a little bit too upset. This fireman Greg man. I mean, but he's right. I think this Dr. Dez was trying to circle back around because he realized what he missed out on. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like he should feel a type of way like that. Like, like from that perspective, he's like, oh, what is he trying to do? But at the same time, I mean, can't really control a woman. Just, just be cool. If she want to be with you, she's going to be with you. Simple.
Let me tell you how Haitians roll. Let me
Same
tell you how
thing.
Haitians roll. Don't come around here playing with my woman, my girlfriend, my friend, my
What
female
does
that I'm
playing mean to
courting.
you?
What does plain mean to me?
Mm-hmm.
See, and that's why I'm cool with this situation. Sometimes two men just don't agree. So when they don't agree, they have almost a way of fisticuffing it out. We could do it healthily. We could do it barbarically. I prefer it being a good stance. That's why I think it would be a good idea to put 2 weeks salary up, 2 weeks salary up of your doctor's fee, and we donate it to the right charity. Because we had this conversation. We've been around the block. You have a thing of circling the block on a regular. You stay circling the block. But since you're coming back to me, if this is what you really want to do, because we obviously have been here before. We keep saying the same stuff over and over again. If you really want to get in the ring with me and fill these walls of Jericho, you can fill them, bro. Like we
So,
can't keep
Greg,
clashing
what do
heads.
you want
Like
to fight for?
go for charity for kids. I want to fight for breast cancer awareness. That's what I want to fight for, and fire safety awareness. That's what I want to fight for.
Okay, Dr. Des, do you also um you accepted his challenge, right?
I did.
And you still stand by it?
I stand by it.
Okay, so you both want to do this, you both give up 2 weeks salary to charity, yeah? Oh my god.
I'm with it.
Man, why are
I'm
you so
with
full
it.
of theatrics, man? Why are you full of
No,
so
no, no,
theatrics?
no, no,
Look
no,
at
no, no, no,
no.
no, no. I'm
This
with it.
man,
I'm with it.
relax,
Go ahead, go ahead, go
relax.
ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Oh, don't tell me to relax. Don't tell you relax. Don't tell me to relax.
Do you see how your video quality is messing up? By the time we're done on that ring, that's exactly how your face is gonna look like.
Whoa. Okay, Desmond. So you also agree to give up 2 weeks salary to go to charity if you lose. You agree to that as well?
I mean, at this point, based on the number of the things that I
Don't
respect
stutter. Don't
firefighters.
stutter. Don't
Let me
stutter.
say that. I
Speak,
respect
speak. Whoa, whoa,
firefighters.
whoa, whoa. Don't listen. I respect firefighters. I don't need no kudos, bro. Get to the meat. Let's go. Continue. Get to the meat. Go. I think you need a spanking. I think that's what it is. I think you need a spanking. I think. I think you need a spanking.
Listen, if if I know that my actions is contributing to a greater good, I'm more than willing to do that, and I just need the terms to be legally drafted out and have some binding in it. Yeah,
Oh,
but I do
guys.
respect.
So I used to box back in the days, right? And I will tell you this,
All
right?
right.
Yeah, I boxed
Nice,
back in the
nice.
days.
Salute, respect, much
So
respect to all my boxers out
so
there. Much respect.
right. So it's not as easy as you see it on TV where you think, oh yeah, I can do this as well, right? So I will say this, Des, and to Greg. Obviously, Greg, I see you already. You want to start training. Desmond,
I
you
haven't
said that
started training yet. I just want to make a BM. I have not
Mhm.
started
Theatrics,
training
it's all
yet.
theatrics for Greg. Greg, you think this is a joke? You think we're coming here to play, bro?
It is a joke. Hold up. Des, this is a joke, man. Dr. Des is a joke. This is this is funny though. No way, man. Bro really set this up in a gym. Got these two poor souls in the back standing up for nothing. But I respect the donating to charity though, you know what I'm saying? Donate to a good cause. Definitely. Definitely. Um no, this is a joke. I don't even know if I want to finish this whole thing.
I think it's a
It's a
joke.
joke.
Talk is
I
cheap,
think
man.
you coming here to play. I think talk is cheap, but an ass whooping that's expensive. That count. That hurt. An ass whooping gonna hurt, bro. I'm telling you, bro. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt.
I do advise both of you to, you know, go and find a boxing club and
Hmm.
train. And if this is gonna
Hey,
happen, I will
BM.
make
That's
some
why I'm
calls.
here at Tap Boxing
Okay,
and Fitness. That's where I'm at right
right.
now.
So I will make some calls to see how we can make this happen. It will be a charity boxing match. I will make some calls and see what I can do. It will be legal. You will both have to sign a medical disclaimer. It will be something that you'll both have to protect yourselves. You'll both have to wear protective gear, you know, because you are not professionals, right? But I will say
No,
that
sir.
this is not a joke, Dr. Des. This is not something that you watch on TV. Fireman
I don't
Greg,
even, yo, why you
you know,
giggle
like,
like that? I don't like how you giggle. I don't like how you sound. That that's how the Pillsbury Doughboy giggles when you press his stomach. Des, you sure you want to do this, bro? You can back out right now. And then I'm gonna say this.
Greg,
Tamia, she appreciates your apology. But I think you should give her another one. I think you should apologize to Danielle for stepping on that balloon again. And I think you should apologize for me for coming for my match, coming for my woman, man. Like, come on, bro. Like,
what do you mean? You
Des,
should
have
come
some
in for your woman.
class, bro. Like, a high value man wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do it to you.
Greg,
I wouldn't do that to
are
you.
you living? Are you on Earth 1 or are you on Earth 2? Because I don't understand when you say coming for your woman. What you mean by that? Is there any evidential
Mm,
evidence that you have that you want to present? Because I don't know what you're talking about. I have
I
no
like
interest.
that.
I have no romantic interest with your match. I have no romantic interest with
Oh.
Danielle. Those,
That's my first time hearing you say that.
Dr.
So
Des,
so
Dr. Des,
when you say you
let me say something, right?
go
Let me
ahead.
say
Go
something.
ahead, go ahead,
I
go ahead.
will say that, Dr. Des, yeah, the way you came on the reunion, you said that Greg, I will beat him up. So you're confident that you'll beat him
I
up,
am
right?
confident that if it comes to being knocked out, I can knock Greg out. I know that one for a fact.
Why are you accepting? You're accepting something that you're not 100% sure on? Are you 100% sure that you want to do this?
Are you talking to Greg or to me?
No, to you, Dr. Des. Are you sure that you
He's not
really want to
talking to
do
me.
this?
He's talking to you, bro.
I would do it. I'm sure that I'm going to do it if we can make everything legal. I'm sure that I'm going to do it.
Okay,
Hey,
all right then. So I'm
bro.
going to let me see what I can do, guys. But in the
But as I
meantime,
said, MBM, I don't want it to be a 2v1. I know Greg,
what do you mean by two
Okay,
v one?
then.
I need my match before I'm coming for a fight because it's gonna be an emotional defeat if Greg walks on that ring with Tamia and then I'm walking there by myself. That's not gonna the theatrics not gonna
Oh,
look
that's how
right.
you're gonna go with it.
So I don't want that. So
So you want
I
a
want
woman by your side
if
as
we're
well?
coming there with our partner, I'm coming with a partner, Greg is coming with a partner, then yeah, that's 2v2. A 2v1 may not work because that will be theatrics.
Comment down below if I should bring Dr. Des back on the show to potentially find his match. Comment down below. I want to see what the comments say. And
BM,
let me
BM,
think
I'm
about
gonna
that
say
one.
something. I'm gonna let it go. I'm not even gonna get into that. Bring Dr. Dez back, but he's gonna need at least 3 weeks after the fight for his face to heal. You don't want the women
It's
to
gonna
see
be
Dr.
before the
Dez's
fight.
face
I cannot
in a
come on the show
catastrophic
with one.
situation. Yeah, get him on the show before the fight. Being all I got one request. I would like Dr. Des to find love. I really do. May God cover the soul of the woman he matches with. And please, BM, make sure it happens before the fight. Because if you try to match him with somebody on your show after the fight, they might not like the way his face looks. I'm telling you, Des, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt, bro. I'm telling you, it's gonna hurt. You think it is a game. I'm gonna give you a spanking. As a man, respectfully, I think you deserve it. You do not go around here talking about people, talking about women, and then your death factor is trash. It's trash. Get it out of here. You need a Greg factor. You know what my Greg factor is?
Okay, hold on. There ain't no Greg Factor. Your Greg Factor worked one time, but anyway, no, that's funny. I feel like this is kind of thing you need. Like sometimes two grown men just need to a good fight. They'll be like best friends after the fight. I can guarantee you. But I mean, it's just it's too much, man. They're doing too much. You know what I mean? Like they just need to go get a hotel room and just let the bromance start. Let the bromance start. But I mean, my money's on Fireman Greg though. He looked like he would win. But if this man Dr. Dez actually had a connection with Francis and Ngannou, man, let's see how that would go. But yeah, they're doing too much.
God.
Educate me.
G-O-D.
Okay. All right, guys. All right, I think let's wrap this up now. So,
Let's do it.
I want to make some calls, and
I like it.
I will decide if this is gonna go ahead, and I will get back to both of you. Comment down below what you guys think, and also comment down below if this was to happen, who are you backing? If this fight was to go on, who do you think would win?
BM, let me say this. If Francis Ngannou is watching this show right now, if Francis Ngannou is watching this, I'm calling on my brother Francis Ngannou to solicit his advice and expertise in that ring, because what he's been doing to all of those fighters, that's what I'm going to be doing to Greg.
Okay, so let's see. Maybe he's watching. Maybe he's watching. You never know.
Yeah, all jokes aside, shout out to the firefighters. I look forward to anybody that's supporting the show. I appreciate being for putting me and Tamia together. I really, I really like the smiles and the good energy I get from what my love story is doing to the public out there. I get stopped in the street all the time. So, BM, to your wife, to your queen, thank you for putting me together with Tamia. I appreciate it. And Des, bye, Des.
All right. Thank you everyone for watching, and we will catch you all next time.
Pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Yeah. Well, let's see. Let's see Let's see if they're gonna fight. All right. You know, let's. Who y'all think gonna win? Gotta be Fireman Craig.